as a freshly severed head rolled across the wooden planks of a public execution scaffold in 16th century England, the crowd didn't turn away in horror. Instead, a frantic, desperate stampede began. Dozens of sick people would rush the stage, holding up wooden cups and clay bowls to catch the warm, steaming blood spraying directly from the criminal's neck. They weren't monsters or cultists. They were everyday citizens trying to save their own lives. In the Tudor era, the ultimate medical cure-all wasn't a plant or a pill. It was a fresh cup of human blood. This shocking practice was driven by a deep, dark belief that the vital life force of a person could be violently stolen and consumed. But what started as a desperate medical theory quickly evolved into a massive, highly profitable underground market, run by the state's most feared men. But before we dig deeper into this anomaly, if you're drawn to historical anomalies and hidden patterns beneath reality, like this video and subscribe to The Reality Fracture. Welcome to the terrifying world of execution medicine. To understand this horrific behavior, we have to look at the medical science of the time, which was driven by a concept known as the vital spark. Doctors believed that a person who died of old age or sickness had completely burned through their life energy, leaving their blood completely useless. But a criminal who was young and healthy, whose life was cut short in a single sudden second of violence, was different. Their body was still bursting with decades of unused, vibrant life force. The moment the axe struck the neck, that vital energy was believed to trapped inside the spraying blood. Citizens genuinely believed that if they drank this warm fluid immediately, before the vital spark could evaporate into the air, that stolen life force would enter their own veins. It was viewed as an instant miracle cure capable of shocking a paralyzed body back to life, curing blindness, and permanently erasing the neurological terrors of epilepsy. This horrific superstition turned the executioner into one of the most profitable and disturbing medical suppliers in England. The man with the axe didn't just collect a paycheck from the king, he ran a highly lucrative side hustle right on the bloody scaffold for a steep fee the executioner would allow desperate, paying customers to crowd around the freshly decapitated corpse. If you couldn't afford to buy a cup of warm blood, you could pay a smaller fee for a practice known as the executioner's touch. People suffering from horrific tumors, skin diseases, or massive goiters would line up to have the executioner take the cold, limp, severed hand of the dead criminal and rub it directly across their infected flesh. It was believed the residual life force in the corpse would literally suck the disease right out of the living. The state executioner was no longer just a killer. He was a licensed dealer in human flesh and biological energy, profiting off the absolute desperation of the sick. This cannibalistic medicine wasn't just a bizarre superstition confined to the uneducated poor. It was a universally accepted science practiced by the highest echelons of society, including the royal family itself. King Charles II actually paid a fortune for a secret medical formula called the King's Drops, which consisted of pure alcohol mixed with the distilled powder of crushed human skulls. It reveals a chilling truth about human nature. Under the right cultural lens, the absolute peak of taboo can be transformed into the ultimate luxury. We think we are completely detached from this ancient barbarism, but the fundamental drive to consume the young to preserve the old still exists today. Drop your thoughts, and if you want to keep peeling back the dark layers of these hidden historical patterns, make sure you hit that subscribe button right now and share this video with fellow history lovers. Finally, if this pattern caught your attention, and if you're starting to notice the crack, the next video explores another moment in history that's harder to explain than it first appears.